I will get with it today, I promise. So, right, we'll start, as always, we'll do our lovely marching on the spot. I've chopped off my head, you keep marching. No. There we go, here we go, right, so march on the spot. Letting those arms swing by the sides again, nice and relaxed. Nothing too strenuous with the arms. You can go as fast or as slow as you wish with these marches. So again, don't feel like you have to stick to my pace if you want to go a little bit faster. But as you know, at the same time, you can also take it down if you need to make it a little bit slower. That is not a problem. And then we're going to take it into our heel digs. So the heel goes down, the toes point up to the ceiling for me. And then the supported leg has a little dip. So if I turn to the side, you'll see that supported leg bends as my heel comes out. And that's just to protect the knee, all right? So no locking that knee, keep it nice and soft. The more you can kind of bend down and push the hips back in this move, the more you're going to start working those thighs. Okay, so that's your kind of hard option to work with, getting those legs a little bit further away from you. Lovely. And then from here, we're going to go into our torso twist. So the legs come a little bit wider than our hips. We're going to have the hands up, palms are facing down for me, and we twist round, looking over our back shoulder, and then you change and you go the other side. So we're going side to side with those torso twists. The hips are staying forward, so the hips don't move. It is just the back. And again, if you have any kind of niggles or any problems at the back, just don't go too far around, okay? You need to make sure you're going within your limit and you're taking this slow, all right? The faster you go, you're probably going to jerk the back, and that's going to cause an injury. Lovely. Now from here, we're going to go into our spotty dogs. So if you've done this before, you can crack on. If you haven't, you have two arms, I'm going to place on the side, two arms go forward, one leg goes back. You bring it in, and then you change legs, but you still keep two arms forward. So it's always two arms forward, one leg back. And if you make this harder, you can take it into a bit of a quicker pace. And you can also really reach the leg back. So you're going to go into a nice lunge, and again, you're going to fire up those thighs and those hips. All right, so there's several options there. So you can take it slow to get used to the pattern. You can take the leg further back to really get into a nice lunge. You can take it fast. It is completely up to you. Perfect, nice. There we go, we've got it. And then the final little warm-up we're going to do. Yes, this is just the warm-up, this is the main event. The final one we're going to do is our hand to knee. So you're going to lift up the knee and bring the opposite hand to the knee, and then you switch. So it's hand to opposite knee. So you might notice that mine are now going slightly to the side. That's because bump's in the way. Ideally, your knees, hang on, lift up bump. Your knees need to be directly in front of you, all right? But I've just got the belly in the way. Perfect. Now, to make this harder, you need to bring that knee up as high as you can. So the higher the knee, the harder it's going to be. You can, of course, take that knee nice and low, and even keep it on the floor, and you can just go hand and hand. So that's your really easy option there. Okay, so lots of options for you to make it harder or to make it easier.
Lost me really, we tried to kick higher.
Okay, so from here, we are going to go into our main, this is our main event now, if you like. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our lovely arm sequence, of course. So, hands are going to come out to the side for me. I'm going to walk a little bit closer so you can see. To make it harder, you're going to flex those wrists. To make it easier, you keep the hands straight and in line with the arms, okay? So that's your harder version, and that is your easy version. And trust me, it makes a big difference. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to cross in front, and we open. So cross, open. Remember your technique with the arms. We're not pulling back, okay? We're not arching that back. That back needs to stay nice and straight for me. If you are arching the back, it's because you're pulling the arms too far back. So try and keep them sort of a little bit forward. Nice. Okay, from here, we're going to do a lovely pattern. So you're going to do cross, open, up, down. Cross, open, up, down. Again. Lovely. Now one more. Now keep one arm out, and you're just going to do the pattern with the other arm. So in front, open, up, down. In front, open, up, down. Two more, and then we're going to switch. Last one. Change arms. In front, open, up, down. In front, open, up, down. In front, open, up, down. Last one. Now keep the arms out. Small pulse for me. Remember, to make it easier, you can take the arms flat like this and release the wrists, and you can make it easier. That's your hard option. Now take your pulse a little bit bigger for me. Your shoulders should be on fire. If they're not, you can do this again. A little bit bigger. So it's kind of like this, reverse. And now all the way down and all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Perfect. Two more. Down, up. Last one. Down, up. Now slowly lower. I saw you, Ken. Get those arms back up. And release. Awesome. Roll the shoulders. You can't get away with it, I'm afraid. I can see it. So from here, now we're going to be doing, this is our different one. So you're going to be doing the sergeant, okay, but not with the arms. So you're just going to be using the legs out and in. But so your easy version for this is you step one foot to the side and bring it in. Step in. So you're going to point, close, point, close. So this is your easy version because you don't have the bounce. Okay? Your harder version is your bouncing. Step out, in, out, in. The maximum hard version here, you're going to step out, touch the floor, in, out, floor, in, out, floor, in. Okay? That's your harder version. If you're doing the easy version, you can point to the side, touch the floor, and close. So of course you can still do that floor touch. Alright, so you can still do the easy. So I'm going to let you choose, because this is I can't talk. Because this is a new one, we're not going to do many, because I want you to practice it first, okay? So I'm not going to count, because some of you might be able to do this faster than others. All I want you to think about is you're thinking about going out, touch the floor, and in. Okay, and that's all the pattern is. Jump it out, touch the floor, jump it in. Okay, easy version, point, touch, in. Point, touch, in. Okay, so do maximum of 5 for me. So in your own time, 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm not gonna count because I want you to take your time. You can of course still follow me, although I have already lost count. Someone needs to count for me. I think I'm on my last one. Awesome. Everyone okay? You all seem to be doing it. That's good. Make that relax when you do. Oh, lovely, perfect. You're all finished. So, if you've just done that hard version, if the heart rate's come up a bit too much, just make sure you have that lovely march, just to calm the heart rate, bring it down to a normal exercise level. Okay, from here, this is a nice easy one now. We've all done this one. So, legs nice and wide. We're going to be doing our alternate toe touches. So my regulars, if you know what you're doing, you can crack on this one. If you haven't done this one before, you want a bit of a recap. What you're going to do is you're going to have your opposite hand is going to reach down to the floor. If you can, you're going to try and touch the toe, the shin, or the knee. Okay, so it all depends on your flexibility. You can hold it for 2 seconds, and then you're going to switch and go the other side. Hold for 2 and switch. I'm then going to count you down. I'm going to do 10 quick changes. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, get those legs wide, reach down as far as you can, hold for 2, and then you switch. Nice and simple and easy. Remembering a bit of technique here, so make sure those knees go over toes for me, please. Making sure the feet are flat on the floor, don't roll those ankles. And we're still breathing, hopefully. Okay, we're going to do those quick changes. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And slowly, slowly roll up through the spine. Make sure your head's the last thing to come up. Good. All right, from here, right, this is another new one, and we're combining things together. So I know we've just done an arm sequence, but you've got another one. So the first thing I want you to do is we're all going to side step. So we're going to go side, together, side, together, side, together, side, together. Nice and easy. All right, just get this pattern. Awesome. You're all swaying from side to side. Okay, now when you do it, we'll squat together, squat together, squat together. Awesome. So a little dip in the legs, push those hips back. Get those legs working for me today. Here we go. Go as far down in that squat as you feel comfortable to. Remember, it's your exercise. Okay, now we've got arms. So you reach forward, pull back, forward, back, forward, back. Nice. So we're not only working our legs, but the arms come into place. So your arms come forward as you squat. You pull them back as you bring those legs together. Nice. It looks like you're all rowing a bike. Lovely. I like it. Well done. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Very good. Just march it out. Roll your shoulders back if you want. Sorry, I did 2 arm sequences then. Right. This is the walking one. So just make sure you have room to sort of come down one way and go back the other. Okay. Well, first, actually, I'll do it to the side so you can see. So your first thing you're going to do is, just to test your balance, please, before you start, put one foot in front of the other if you can, and try not to have a gap between the feet. Okay, so my heel is against my toes, all right? And all you're going to do is come up onto tiptoes, okay? So once you come up onto tiptoes, there will now be a gap. If you want to, you can just bring that foot right in and really close off that gap. So in one direction, you're going to walk on tiptoes and reduce the gap between the feet. If that is too hard, you need to make that gap bigger. Okay, so you can come up onto tiptoes and you can make the gap bigger and that will make it easier. Okay, so the smaller the gap, the harder it is. So you're going to do your tiptoe walking one way, you'll then turn, and now you need to push the hips back. You're going to come up onto your heels, and you're going to walk the other way on your heels. So really pushing the hips back will allow you to have that counterbalance. You're going to do it twice. So we're going to go one, we're going to go heels, toes, heels, toes. Okay, so get yourself nice and ready. Off you go. And whilst we're doing this, I want you all to think about your posture. So if you're looking down at your feet, you'll most likely be hunching those shoulders. The back's going to have that curve. You need to look up for me. So you can still look down at a diagonal. You just won't look directly to your feet. Okay, so look down, but look down at a diagonal just to encourage the shoulders back. The chest needs to stay high for me. There we go, lovely. You've all figured out your posture and see you all changing. That's lovely. Make this one the last one, and then come back into the screen. I know that you're all ready for the next one. Amazing.
Wow, this lady, she had it.
Looking good. Awesome. The next one's going to be... the next one's a sprint. So, I'm going to say the word really quick. Sprint. You won't hear it. With the sprint, so if you haven't come to this class in a while, or if it's your first time, we have been doing this sprint exercise for a long time. It's something that we've all built up to, and you've all done really, really well. Okay, so you all should be really proud. Now, last week, we did the first kind of new time. So we did 30 seconds of a sprint. We still had that 5-second rest period, and then we did another 25 seconds. We're going to do the exact same thing that we did last week, and you all did it last week, so you can all do it, all right? However, if you are new, if you haven't done it in a while, or if you're just not feeling up to it today, then please make sure that when you're not sprinting, you either do a heel pump, so the heels pump up and down, and the toes stay on the floor, or you come into a march. Okay, so the all-important thing to remember, if at any point you're like, no, I can't carry on, you don't stop, you come into that march, and you stay doing that until we join you, okay? So please, 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 just don't stop. You can, of course, do this on a chair, okay? So when we're sprinting, if you're sitting down, just get those legs moving as fast as you can, okay? So you can still do it on a chair. So, without further ado, let's get ourselves warmed up. So by warmed up, I want these legs going. So we're all going to start with that march. Are you going to time? Yeah? Right. So Sam's going to time. Right. Huh? We're not listening. Rude. 30 seconds, then 5, then 25. Okay? Alright, so honestly, you can't get this.
We want to see someone do it. Hannah.
So keep marching for me.
Hannah, we want to see Sam marching as well.
Well, I don't think you're going to get it, Richard, to be honest. Are you going to join in? Apparently he's doing it in the background. He's with us in spirit. Yeah, right. All right, let's heel pump. I'm going to make him. I think, I am carrying his baby, aren't I? I mean, I just think he's just sitting there and, honestly. Keep it going for me. He's just yawning now, honestly. And let's take it into a light jog. So light jog, I mean the toes are just brushing off the floor. It's not at our full maximum yet. We're just gradually building it up. So as I said before, we're doing 30 seconds, 5-second break, 25 seconds. At any point you need to stop, you come into a march. Are you ready? First 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, Go. So as quick as you can, get those legs moving, get those arms going. Huh? 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left, so the assistant. We're halfway, so the assistant says. Keep it going nice and quick. 10 seconds left. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Either heel pump or march. This is our rest period. If you're joining back in, we're going to do another 25 seconds. If you're not joining back in, you stay doing this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Go, 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 go. Come on, 25 seconds. That's all it is. And then we're done. Well, ish. We've got another exercise. 15 seconds. Come on. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And march it out. Woo. Awesome.
It doesn't feel like it's coming off.
Awesome. Keep marching. Bring that heart rate down a little bit for me. Oh, I need a rest. Right, so keep marching, because I've just explained what we're going to do for the next one. So this is our floor one, and then after the floor one, we're going to have a nice little break, grab a drink, and then we're going to do it all again. So with the floor one, I think we have done this one before. This is where when we're on the floor, we're going to go into all fours, okay? And when we're in all fours, we're going to be extending an arm, obviously not both arms at the same time, but one arm and then the other arm, and then we're also doing the same thing with our legs, okay? If you're on a chair, I'm going to quickly explain what you guys are going to do, and then I'll do it on the floor. So, you're going to do it on a chair. You're going to be sitting down. You're going to have your legs, if you can, hip width apart on your chair. Now, so when we're using a leg, so when our legs, one leg is up in the air, you're going to be doing the same, lifting a leg up in the air, and then it will go down. You'll do the other leg. All right? When we're reaching an arm forward, you'll be doing the same, reaching an arm forward, bringing it in, and then doing the other arm. We are going to be doing opposites as well. So again, when we reach an arm forward, we're then going to reach the opposite leg back. So you'll just reach your opposite leg up. All right, so you can still do it, but you're just sitting down. We're also going to be pulsing the leg at 90 degrees. You may have to shuffle forward on your chair to do this. You wait for it again.
Yeah, RAC have just turned up. My car's broken down, so I've got to go, Hannah.
All right, don't worry, thank you. See you later.
Okay.
With the leg pulses, we're going to be using the leg at a 90-degree angle. So all you need to do is lift the leg up for me and pulse it up and down. So it doesn't touch the floor, but you're doing small pulses, keeping the leg in the air still, but you're just doing it in a different way. Okay, so all we're doing, you can do on the chair. All right, so that's it on the chair. If you're on the floor with me, get a mat or a rug or whatever you need to get comfy. Keep a chair nearby if you need as well to help you get up out the floor. I certainly do. So, if you're on the floor, what I want you to do first is you need to think about your posture. So your hands are going to come down. Your wrists need to be in line with your shoulders. The knees and hips need to be in line. So I'm not sort of tucked under like this, but I'm not too far out. So make sure it's all in line, please. So get yourself set up. And then all we're going to do to start with is we're going to start with those leg pulses. Okay, so we're going to bring one leg up, and they're called a donkey kick. And what you need to do is, ideally, I can't because of bump now, but that knee needs to be higher than your hip. Okay, so it needs to be up there. And our pulses are just going to go up. Move. There we go, now on the screen. So you're going to keep the leg up and you're just going to pulse. Nice and easy, pulse. Now, if you're on the floor, get that foot flexed for me. If you're on that chair, you lift the leg up and you pulse. And you keep it up, you don't put it on the floor. Pulse it, pulse it. If we all should be engaging our core. So by engaging the core, you need to pull your belly button into your spine. Okay, really hug it. Lovely. Leg goes down, change legs for me. So the other one comes up and we pulse. Again, remembering to pull that belly button into the spine. Nice and easy. This is a good one. Lovely. Okay, pop it down. This is where balance now comes in. So still keep that core engaged for me. Still suck that tummy, that belly button into the spine. Doesn't matter which arm. I want one arm coming off the mat and just reaching forwards. Okay? You can either look at the hands or you can look down. It's completely up to you. We're going to hold it and then pop it down. We're going to change arms. So the other arm now forwards. Try not to sit back in the hips. Okay, so really keep those hips over the knees still. There we go. And hand come down. Now one leg, lift it up and to the back for me. Again, keep those hips still, sucking in that belly. Nice. Change again, put that leg down. The leg, reach it behind you. If you're on the chair, you're just lifting it up. Nice. Okay, this is where it gets hard. So pop the leg down. You're now going to reach one arm forwards. The opposite leg goes back. So like Superman. Awesome. Nice and easy. If it gets too hard, pop that leg down. Keep breathing. You can do this, I promise. Awesome. Pop them both down. Change sides. Last time for me. So the other arm comes up. Opposite leg. Squeeze in that tummy. Breathe. Remember to focus either on the hand or looking down. And change. Oh no, not changing. Put it down. If you're on the floor, just sit back on the heels for me. Try and get a hand to the arm. I've obviously got a paper anyway. You're going to try and get the head down for me. Stretch. Come on, move my legs. There we go. Stretch it down. Perfect. Nice stretch out in the back. Awesome. If you're on the floor, slowly come up to standing. All right, this is our drink and our break moment. So slowly come up to standing. If you're on the chair, again, take it easy coming off the chair if you're going to grab that drink. Have a few minutes, and then we're going to do it all again. Perfect. Nice and slow for me, everybody. Lovely. Awesome. Have a nice break. Get yourself mentally prepared for the second round. Right. I'll show you. I brought well, I've been buying too many things in lockdown, but I have to try and get to the door before Sam does now, so he doesn't see my parcels. So, but I'll show you because it's rather cute. It's a baby grow, and if everyone has seen my dog Noodle that sometimes makes an appearance, he's a lurcher. So I've just brought this for baby.
Oh.
Which I thought was really cute. So yeah, so I got that this morning, and Sam's like, "We've got baby grows. Why are you buying more?" And I was like, "Oh, this one's a special one."
Oh,
So yeah, he did. He forgive me for that. So that's fine.
that's nice.
Yeah, I just hide everything else I've been buying, and what I do is I put them out throughout the week. And if Sam says anything about, "I've had this for ages, I've just found it." Oh, it's so naughty. Right, okay. I think we're all back in the screen.
Yep.
Honestly, lockdown fun, isn't it? Right. So, we're going to do it all again, as we just did, so the same exercises, so nothing's going to change. The only thing that we're going to we are going to change, is at some point, in some of them, we're going to do a hold. So for that arm sequence, at the end of that, we're going to keep those arms up, we're going to keep them still, and we're going to hold them up for 10 seconds. Let me have a look what else. We'll do the same with the toe touches. Actually, not many today, because a lot of it's quite cardio, so there'll be a few holds, so just be prepared for that. So what we'll do all together, though, is we're going to have that keep chopping my head off. We'll have those marches going again for me, just so we can get those legs woken up a little bit, because we've just had that little rest. It wasn't a big rest, but you know, we need to just make sure the blood's still pumping quick enough for us. So just get marching, and then we're going to go straight into the arm sequence. So remember, think about your easy options. You can lower the arms, of course, to make it easier. And remember that hold at the end. So the first thing we did, we're going to bring them up for me, and then we're going to cross in front and open. Perfect. Nice and cross. Lovely. There we go. So again, remember your technique. Don't arch that back. Keep it nice and in line. Make sure we're breathing. I know it sounds silly, and I know that you think I am breathing, but some people do hold their breath when they're exercising. Nice. And change that pattern. So we're going to go in front, open, up, down. In front, open, up, down. Nice. One more. Then we're going to keep one arm still, and the other arm goes in front and up. There we go. In front, side, up. Lovely. Two more. And front, side, up. Change. Other arm does the same pattern. In front, open, up, side. Two more. Now, instead of moving those arms up and down, we're just going to do a little pulse. Just a small one. Like I said, those shoulders should be on fire. And then we have our hold. Hold it still. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, lower. Roll those shoulders. Nice. This is, I'm just going to dip the screen just a little bit. This is our new one. So remember, you have your options here. You can point to the side, touch the floor, bring it in. Point, touch, in. Hard version, jump, touch, jump it in. Jump, touch, jump it in. Okay, so you choose your option. I demonstrated the easy version the first time, so I'm going to demonstrate I did the hard version last time. I'm going to demonstrate the easy version this time, just so you've seen it both ways. You pick the version that you want to do. We're only going to do 5, okay? So I'm not going to count, I'm not going to say it, because I want you to take your time and just practice this new exercise for me, okay? So 5 only, in your own time. Off you go. So I'm going to do the easy version. Nice. Lovely. You're all looking good. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm on my last one, and then back into the screen. If you have done the hard one, can you just slightly march it out, Just again, if you've risen that heart rate a little bit too much, you might just want to use that march to get it back to normal. But leave the screen where it is actually. Right, now we come on to that nice alternate toe touches. So we all did this at the beginning. Exactly the same thing. Hold for 2, switch, hold for 2. We'll then have that countdown and we'll do 10 quick ones. And then we've got a hold. So after the 10 quick ones, you stay where you are. You're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and then we're going to switch the other side and hold for 5. Okay, but I'll be counting you down. So off you go. Go down as far as you can. Hold for 2, and then you switch. So at the minute, obviously, with the bump, my flexibility is to my shin, all right? So that's absolutely fine. So work out how far you can go. You don't want it to be painful. You want to think about your technique as well. So are those knees going over toes? The hips, you need to sit back in those hips. Lovely. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 10 quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on that side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming up nice and slow. Through that back. Head to the last thing. Lovely. Okay, this is our side steps. So we'll build it up how we did before. We're just going to take it to the side and close. Side, close. Nice and easy. Side steps. I've realised when I say nice and easy, you all know that it's going to get harder. So that's my cue to go, it's nice and easy for now. And then we're going to do this. I need to stop saying that. Right. So from here, we're going to have that squat in the middle. Okay, so you step, squat together. Lovely. So have a mini squat as you're stepping to the side. Get as low as you can, whatever feels comfortable. Awesome. Remember to push those hips back as you're going into that squat. You like pretend you're sitting down and you change your mind. Lovely. Now add in those arms. So you go in front, pull back. In front, pull back. Front, pull back. Nice. Keep the elbows high if you can. Gorgeous. Lovely. So remember, grab something, pull it back. Grab something, pull it back. Nice. There we go. Very good. Get that pattern. If it's too much, drop the arms and just do the legs. 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1. Nice. Roll up your shoulders because we have just done the arm sequence. Now this is your walking your tiptoes and walking on your heels. So the same thing as we did before in the first stage that we did at the beginning. Remember, the space between your feet, make it easier, have a big gap, harder, go and close off that gap. All right, so we're going to do toes, heels, so twice through. Off you go. Remember your posture. Do not look directly down at your feet. Look down at a diagonal. Open up the chest. Relax the shoulders back. Push back the hips and go onto those heels. Lovely. Really keep that posture going. Remember my little trick. If you think this is too easy, count in your head backwards in 2s. Alright? And that will make it harder because you'll put another task to what you are doing. Last one for me, and come back into the screen. Right. Sam's buggered off again, so I'll have to get my time around. Convenient work calls these are, aren't they? So what we'll do, we have our gorgeous sprint. So, same thing as we did before. Let's all get going with our marches. Remember, you do not have to do the full sprint with us if it's too much, all right? You take it back down to a march and you stay doing that until we join you. It's not long. We're nearly at a minute, actually. So, let's take it into a heel pump. A little bit quicker. Heel pumps up and down for me. Nice and easy arms again. Use those arms in the sprint though. You are going to need them, I promise. There we go. A light jog. Just brushing the toes off the floor. Nothing too hard. So, 30 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Nice and quick legs, quick arms for me. It is 30 seconds. And then you're done. And we've got to do the type up. Keep it going nice and quick. We're halfway, all right? You've already made it to 15 seconds. You've already done halfway. You can do a little bit more for me, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heel pump or march. This is your rest period. Now by rest, I mean you need to get your breath back. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really important. In through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, 25 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Nice quick feet. Nice quick arms. Really pump those arms. They're going to help you. 10 seconds already gone. Come on. Keep it going. You can stick with me. You can do this, I promise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. March it out. Told you could do it. March it out. Remember, it's really important. I would never, ever, ever put anything in this class that I knew you couldn't do, okay? Or I knew you might not be able to do right now. There's a way I can build you up to be able to do it, yeah? I would never do that, I promise. Lovely. All right, so we've gone to our last one and we're going to do a cool down. So we're nearly there. This is our floor one again. The same thing as we did before. Okay, so you now know what it looks like, what you're going to have to do. So if you were on the chair on the first time, if you want to give it a go on the floor, I really would recommend it. That's because as well, this one, I would say is the easiest one to do on the floor if you haven't got a lot of confidence on the floor, okay? So, just because you're on the floors, it's easier for you to sit back up, yeah? Whereas normally when we're on the floor, I'm asking you to lie on your back, it's harder to get back up again because you've got to roll over and push up. Whereas this one, you're kind of already halfway there because you're on the floors. So if you ever feel like you want to try a floor one, this is the one you need to try, okay? Like I said, even if you're going onto the floor, keep your chair close. You can use it to help you off and on the floor. I know I do anyway. So, get yourself set up. Get yourself set up in there if you're on the chair or on the floor. Those of you that are on the floor, just take a minute to get into that all fours position for me. So making sure that you're in line with hips. Convenient, you've come back now. So make sure you're in line with those hips knees and hips. Make sure that those wrists are in line with the shoulders. Nice flat back for me, so you're not arching the back. You need to move, mate. So, I can now get ready to dogs out of the picture. So, nice and comfortable here on all fours. Everybody engage that core, so suck in that belly button to spine, and we're going to start with those leg pulses. So bring it up at 90 degrees and pulse the leg up and down. If you're on the floor, I know I can't, so I can't really demonstrate it, but try and keep that knee, if you can, above the hip or in line with the hip. Alright? I can't because it overarches my back, which isn't good for baby. Awesome. Pop that leg down, changing legs, same thing. Up it comes, pulse it with the leg. Again, keeping that tummy nice and tucked in. Keep breathing. You are nearly finished. You've worked hard today. And replace the leg down. Just check you're still in the correct posture for me if you're on the floor. We're going to bring that arm up first. So one arm reaching forward. If you're on the chair, lift up that arm. And then replace it down. Again, change to the other side for me. Lift up the leg. Not the leg, the arm. Sorry. And pop it down. Now we're going to go to the leg. Reach it to the back. Oh, great. Awesome. And pop that one down. Changing legs for me. Looking lovely. And pop it down. Now again, check. Are your hips and knees in line? Are you in line, wrists and shoulders? This is what we're going to do our opposites. So reach one arm forward. And then use the opposite leg. Reach it back. Nice. Make sure you're looking either down or at the hand. And pop it down. Last time. Arm forward. Reach the leg back. Awesome. Hop down. Again, if you're on the floor, sit back on those heels. Arms out in front of you. Stretch up like that. If you're on the chair, lean back for me. Arms above the head. Legs stretched out in front. Nice. Alright, and again, if you're on the floor, please take your time to get off the floor. No rush at all. We're going to go straight into a cool down. But if you need to have a drink or just have a moment to sort of gather yourself, then do. There's no rush. I'm going to just use that chair. Okay? So keep the chair nearby. We're going to use it in a minute. Actually, I've changed my mind. We're going to use it now. So, sorry if you've got up from the chair. We'll get back down on the chair. That's me being dithery. Lovely. So we all can now take a seat. I'm going to turn. So what I want you to do is you're going to have your legs out in front of you. I did this the other week. So your legs out in front of you. You're going to keep the feet flat on the floor for me. So that might mean that the knee has a slight bend, and that's okay. And all you're going to do, I'm going to lift up a bump so I can show you. You're going to put the hands down and you're going to try and get down to the toes for me. So looking down, reaching down towards the feet. That's as far as I can go. You should be able to get further, I'm sure. And then nice and slowly, you're going to come back up, making sure the head's the last thing. Lovely. And then change the feet so that the heels are now down, toes up, and you should find that bend in the knee slightly straightens. And the same thing, you're going to go down, and you're going to try and touch, try and touch the toes if you can. I'm going to come here so you can see. So I'm going to try and touch the top of the toe here. If that is too easy, You're going to hook round the back, so you're in the ball of the foot. If that is too easy, you're going to try and reach down to the heel. So use the 3 parts of your foot to really help with this stretch. Nice, and then coming back up nice and slow for me. I'm going to wiggle round to the front. And we're going to go into our torso twist, but this is a hold, okay? So it's a nice hold position. So you're going to have one arm hooking around underneath the thigh. The other arm is going to go onto the back of the chair like an anchor, and then you're going to look over that shoulder to really have that nice twist in the torso, and you're going to hold it here. We've done quite a lot with the back today. Lovely, and then come to centre and go the other side. So again, hook underneath, round the back, over that shoulder. Nice, and then come back again for me, facing the front, and then we're going to do our arm. One arm across the body for me, and you're going to pull it in. So a nice stretch. Remember to avoid holding on to those, I was going to say, no, your elbow and your wrist. I was going to say knee. Oh, I've not got my body parts today. And then change the other arm, pull it in. Again, avoiding those joints. You all know what you're doing anyway. You're all superstars. And then we're going to go up onto the shoulder for me, holding onto that elbow and pull it back. Nice. There we are. And then change. Last time. Up it goes. Holding onto the back of that shoulder, onto that elbow. Lovely. Awesome. Bring it down for me. Let's finish as always with our head. So I want you to look one way, and then you're going to come back to centre and you're going to look the other side. And again, change, looking the other way. And last time, look the other way. And then this time you're going to come to centre, and in that head looking all the way up to the ceiling for me. And you're going to come back down through centre, and you're going to look down to the floor. And again, all the way up if you can. Just watch out for dizziness as you're looking up. And then change all the way down, nice and slow. And then if you can, we're going to do 2 big head rolls going one way. If you're struggling with doing a head circle, you can do semicircles. And then you're going to change, and you're going to take the head round the other way. Again, continue with head with the semicircles if doing a full circle is too much. Lovely, and then make sure you bring that head to centre to finish. Awesome. Let me just come closer to you. Well done. So that was a good cardio one today. So just make sure that you're drinking plenty of water after the session. As always, making sure that we're not rushing around too much. You're going to have that kind of chill time afterwards. So make sure you just look after yourself.